Good morning, good evening, good afternoons, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all Neverwinter fans. So let's speak today a little bit about future, next week, I mean, new companion, Flumpy 2. Because as we all know, maybe not all know, new companion will be Flumpy with some steroids. Yeah, literally with steroids. Why I'm saying with steroids? That's very good question. Well, basically, that's why it's on steroids. It will give you 5% combat advantage from purple companion slot instead of chance to give combat advantage, 7.5, but it will give you flat 5% combat advantage, which is kind of cool. So if you, as you can see now, I have 5% critical strike, and that new companion, Flumpy on steroids, will give you 5% combat advantage. It's flat % combat advantage, no need to procs, nothing. On top of that, if you're using that companion as summon companion, as my Flumpy now, all your party members and probably you getting additional 5% combat advantage, which is kinda cool. It's technically 10% free combat advantage. However, it's still one big question. How much exactly damage that companion will do? Or it will be worth it, use that companion as DPS. That's something what we still don't know. Because as you can see, he have some nice attacks. So, where is attacks? Combat powers. It will be single target and AoE is like very mixed. It depends what you have. If you have like single target, he will do only single target damage. But if he will have enemies around the single target, he will do some splash damage every like 2 seconds, which is kind of nice. And lose the ballista. We have the same. This has the same combination, single target and range, bud getting and suppressing fire. Range 80 feet. So he will be range companion, probably similar like our bowman, even maybe a little bit better. And radius 15 feet around target. Cooldown 15 seconds. So that's kind of powerful. But of course, as I say, we still don't know what kind of damage he will do. Or it will be better, or it will be worth it for damage dealers, change maybe our, I don't know, green scale bowman and go for that companion to get some extra stats and some nice amount of damage. Because if that companion will be like Driz or Tutor, I'm not sure I want to use that as my summon companion, you know, because Tutor not doing so much damage. Same as Driz, like example, Driz is give you some buff. Where is my Drizzy? What Drizzy? What you give you? Drizzy gives 5% damage for allies. But he's doing a little bit like no damage whatsoever. So that's still big question how good he will perform actually in combat. Of course, it will be Mystic from loot boxes. So I will open in future loot boxes. And I will buy it on... Then I will can in auction house. I don't know how much I will pay, probably too much, just to test it. Because that sounds very nice companion to have. And like example, Fluffy, he don't have range attack, he's mostly melee. And as we all know, having range companions do a little bit better because he is not dying that much times. He is positioning differently. Sometimes he's even avoiding attacks from enemies, which is kind of cool. It's a little bit better if your companion always staying far away, not always on boss. So we still have some big questions, and Cryptic decides not to release today because technically it's supposed to be released today, but it will release next week, maybe end of the week or start of the week. I'm not remember actually. But overall, it will be interesting companion to check. Maybe it will be one of the best in slot. And like I say, people is really... Some people is really not happy because they have same power as Tutor. And oh, my Tutor. And another question, did we stack? because tutor have different power than future Flumpy 2 or Flumpy on steroid. So if your healer have tutor and if your DPS, one DPS running Flumpy on steroids, you technically 10% combat advantage for all your party. I mean, probably it will not stack because that will be way too much OP, just 10% free stats from your companion. It feels like it's way too much. So overall, I hope so it will not stack. I think it will be nice if we have some alternatives for combat advantage companions. Not only tutor, who's kind of cost a lot, and you depending on your healer or tank, or maybe I will have this 10% combat advantage. However, as I say, if that companion will not do a nice amount of damage, if that companion will not be at the same level as green scale bowman, I mean, it can be a little bit lower, okay? That's kind of fine. But if it will be halfway lower, that will be some problems, no? So I will check, of course. We will check how he will do, how he's performing in different battles, how he's in AoE attacks, because at the moment, for all my testing, Regis is still #1 AoE companion, which you want to have. And of course, if you're on PC, you can just do this one and resummoning, which is kind of a lot of damage from Regis. Just like example, if you're going in combat, you have some enemies. Let's just have some enemies. And he's killing enemies, you out of combat, I can just refresh him. And what is doing when I'm refreshing Regis is instantly letting him do special attack. So that's one of the reasons why Regis is so powerful on PC at least. And he's still one of the best AoE companions. So maybe now Regis will have some competition with another companion. So if I'm right, let's talk how much he will be in auction house. Of course, people will sell it. So prices depending on couple factories. I mean, it will be not that many people who will open probably boxes, but still question how about his damage? How much damage he will do in AoE and how much damage he will do in single target. That will be kind of big thingy before price go up or price will go down. Because if you see tutor, like example, tutor, we don't have tutor in even. Oh, I think you even can buy him. I'm not. So yeah, it depends on his damage, how good he will be, and how many of them people will post in the auction house. Because probably some people just will wanna have him in collection. So just why not? It's like new companion. So overall, we will see, and I hope this will be a nice one. And I'm kind of like these changes. However, sometimes good things have bad things, because if we will release that kind of powerful companion, Cryptic automatically need to release more powerful companion in the future, which can be a little bit tricky, you know? Because, like example, now we will have some combat advantage with what else Cryptic can give us in the future. Maybe another stat, maybe crit severity, crit strike. I mean, I will be fine with everything, you know? Accuracy is no problem for me, but probably it is problem for some people. So I wish we will have some more companions who will give you different stats. But if I'm looking from non-endgamer perspective, it will be very nice companion just for 5% combat advantage. And if it's everything will be fine, I probably will just change my female Girtu Yankee to something else. Because now maybe for halfling for more damage, because now I don't need this additional 5% combat advantage if I will use another power, like on purple, 5%. So we'll see in the future what we will have. So yeah, boys and girls, that's it. Little bit talk about new upcoming companion. Thank you for watching, and then press that like, and then be safe. Baby's out. Bye-bye.